So I am. I'm 25, 28 years old. I am 28 years old, and I've been smoking weed for about 10 years. No. And I've been hearing a lot about the negative effects of chronic weed usage, and I've smoking weed for a pretty long time, and I want to try and stop using it because I started using it because my Tourette's were so bad that I used it for an escape to lessen the Tourette's, to give myself a break. And now that I'm a lot better, I really believe it was Jesus Christ that helped me, because I really started diving deep into my spirituality, and then like a year after that, a shift happened all of a sudden, and can't really pinpoint it, but it makes sense that it's God. God help, please. Like always, like every moment. God. Weed. I just talk. Don't think. Weed makes me feel this way. Weed makes me feel that way. Weed makes me feel this way. Weed makes me feel terrible. When weed happens. So a lot of times before, when when my Tourette's were really bad, I would smoke weed like all day, basically all throughout the day. and before I did anything, cause I was just anxious about what I was gonna say, what I was gonna do. When I would go places, I would smoke before. And then I think me smoking before, and then when I get there, I get more anxious than I do when I don't smoke. I mean, I hear a lot of people talking about it makes them more anxious, especially in social settings. So I think that was a problem with that. And now that I realize I don't need that to go into public settings, and I don't need it in just being neutral, because my Tourette's aren't as bad, because of some miracle. It was a miracle that I'm not biting my lip all day and trying to fight to not bite it all day, 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. And it's crazy. I can't care. I remember having like 5 canker sores all over my mouth. I bite my lip right here. Thinking about it makes me want to do it. I have a canker sore right here, canker sore right here, canker sore right here, and then canker sore on the back. And probably some more time. I remember I had so many at one time. And shaking my head until I get a headache, and then shaking it again while I have a headache to make it more headache, and then shaking it again, and it makes me cry because it's so painful. It's like a migraine at that point, because I'm just shaking it as hard as I can to induce a headache. Well, I'm not shaking it. Tourette's is shaking it. Now I'm talking about a different Tourette. Definitely different. But now that I'm not miserable, Tourette's isn't making me torture myself all day. Maybe I don't need weed anymore. I probably don't need weed anymore. I was only smoking weed to get a break from Tourette's. Literally. I don't think I need it anymore. I'm trying to stop. These past 4 days, I've only smoked one time a day. At night. And for the longest time, I was smoking 2. I would stop. Sometimes I would stop to one time a day, and then 2, and then 3, and then go back down to 2. And we basically had 2 times a day. And now, just the past 4 days, I've been doing it once a day, just slowly going off of it. I'm really curious to see how I feel after stopping, because my brain is so foggy, and I'm pretty sure there's evidence to point to it making my brain cloudy and my memory bad. Just foggy in my head. I want to clear out my head. I've been doing so good with my body. I used to be so fat. I used to be 205, I think was my max. I'm 5'10", 205. I was a blubbering. I was a blubber. I was bloated and inflamed. And I was just drinking so much alcohol. It's 8 to 10 shots a day, all throughout the day. Like, I was basically 24/7. I was basically constantly drunk, constantly high, constantly on pharmaceutical meds. My whole life for the longest time. Through my life coach, he helped me. He also has Tourette, so I feel like it helped. He helped because he had Tourette's and he understood more, and I could relate more to him. So he helped. He got me through this. Thank you, Jesus, for supplying him in my life to help me get through that. I can't believe I'm not miserable anymore. I can't believe it. I'm not great. I'm not where I want to be. I'm getting there. My Tourette's are reducing. 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 Oh, man, I mean, it was probably the combination of everything. Diving deep into God and specifically the Christian religion, well, the follower of Jesus, Christian, because there's a lot of evidence there's an overwhelming amount of evidence to believe that he's the Son of God, and there is a God. I was an atheist before this, before like a year or two ago. I guess I couldn't understand the pain I was going through. If there is a good God, if there is a God and he is good, how could he allow this? And doing research, diving into faith, and believing God, Christian, I understand now. I understand why. I still struggle sometimes understanding, or not understanding, well, that too, but I struggle accepting the pain that's in this world. But at the same time, I do understand, for the most part, now, reading everything. I think that saved me. The movie, The Case for Christ, really got me to believe that God is real, and specifically Jesus Christ is the God. He's the way, the truth, and the light. And it was evidence that brought me there at first, and then seeing this miracle of Tourette's reducing significantly really made me double down on Tourette. Well, the evidence made me realize there is a God, and Jesus is God. So then I gotta follow him. If that's the truth, and I just kept praying, and I hear all that the prayer is helpful, and I pray that game. This is a whole jumbled mess of a video. I don't know what Frank is going to do with this. Switching topics, bouncing around. Okay, so basically, I don't think I'm on any pharmaceuticals anymore. That did nothing for me. Pharmaceutical industry is just, it helps for some things, but it seems like a lot of things it just does the exact opposite. There's all these side effects to these drugs that supposedly say they do one thing, but then the side effects are the exact opposite. And the alcohol, no alcohol, like basically none at all. Yeah, none, maybe just whenever, just occasions. Eating healthier, not eating fast food, trying gluten-free for a little bit. I didn't realize I didn't think that did anything to affect me, so I stopped that, but I'll go back into it. And just realizing I need God, specifically someone with a debilitating disease like severe Tourette's. I need God. I need God. I need God, and I continue to need God. Currently, I always need to seek God, because that's just the only thing I only stay